everyone. A little extra excitement for you tonight. It's the first game of the NBA Cup. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Franz Wagner.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Williams. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. And for Orlando, filling out the wings, Anthony and Wagner. Goga Bitadze is out there with Banchero, and it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. And with this being the first game of their NBA Cup campaign, the goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, B.A. We get 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. One thing to keep in mind, point differential could be key in advancing.
Now here's Williams. Got a hand on it, and there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so, also got the body. So we'll see free throws here. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
No good on that one. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
And the second free throw is good. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Anthony with a bucket.
Kept moving and found an opening, staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
Pass to Williams. Miller outside, fires the 3. Orlando with the rebound. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Bitadze, the pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Wagner missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Allie, thank you. Three-pointer, Bridges. Charlotte again missing.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Anthony outside. Pass to Suggs. Williams grabs the board. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Suggs against Ball. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Nails it from beyond the arc. It's all knotted up.
Well, you can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
Now here's Anthony. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. Ball against Suggs. Bridges left side. Back to Ball. To the wing on the left. Miller outside. Batum with a screen on Anthony. Miller. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
And he lobs it up top. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Clarkie's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
First free throw is good. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
407. Come on, everybody, make some noise.
And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring teams. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
And here's Ball. He's coming off a 40-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Williams finds Miller. Ball with it. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. From the line, the Hornets pull it in. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year. Shot left block. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Ball.
This is Miller's game. He is a good jump shooter.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Here's Suggs. After the basket by Charlotte. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Miller, the pass to Ball. Great D that time from Suggs. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. Trailing by 2. Banchero no good.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Bridges, left side. Anthony grabs the board. And the Magic shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Ataze can't hit. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. With a step back. Miller can't get it to go.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Here's the Taze. Suggs outside. From deep. He buries it from 3.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Group getting ready for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Banchero. Collier, he's checked in for Anthony. And Black subbed in for Suggs. So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Sars checked in for Williams. Washington comes in for Batum. Smith, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Rozier in for Ball. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 1. Sar passes to Rozier. The 3 is up. He drops it from range.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Black, averaging around 5 points a game. Pass to Wagner. Back to Wagner. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Charlotte has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Rozier looking around. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Clark, Magic winning the Southeast Division last year. A bit of a surprise to some.
Yeah, I agree. I was surprised as well, but you know what? That young group came together and is a bit ahead of schedule based on the typical trajectory of that kind of young team. But they've got a great, exciting core led by 2022 first-round draft pick, #1 overall pick, Paolo Banchero. And that's a solid foundation to build around, folks.
Some changes for Charlotte. Richards is checked in for Washington. Bertans comes in for Bridges. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Smith. Both free throws good from Rozier. Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, BA. playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Orlando making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Martin comes in for Bertans. Now here's Ball. No made baskets yet. Clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. The 3 from Washington. That shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Charlotte on top, up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Orlando trailing here. This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. Ball and Rozier, they man the backcourt. At the forward spots, Hayward and Washington. And it's Sarr in at center, filling out the middle. No one covering. Banchero's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, boy, the confidence of this young man. Banchero with the moonshot.
Now here's Rozier. Boy, he just disappeared against Philadelphia. They needed him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And Orlando shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Carter, a screen on Hayward. Here's Banchero. Paolo, strong.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
And that one's good.
Ball shot selection, I think, is improving every year, which is important for his development.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Wagner for 3. Sarr pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well, and that's a very intriguing package.
Orlando with the ball. The Hornets making their last shot. Wagner for 3. Sarr pulls it in. Over to the wing. Ball in the paint.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Attention Magic fans, coming onto the hardwood now is your 3-2-1 hype. Let him hear it. Get loud, fans, on the court is your hype squad. Magic fans, it's T-shirt time. Who wants love?
changes. Batadze comes in for Carter, and it's Jalen Suggs in for Houston. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Hayward. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Black passes to Wagner. Wagner with a screen on Rozier. The three from Suggs. Orlando again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well.
Now here's Suggs. And he also played a big role in their last game with Washington. Rozier against Suggs. Ball outside. Pass to Sarr. Now Rozier. They set the pick from about 19. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Black. And he hits it from 9 feet. The Hornets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Ball looks over the floor, takes it inside. Here's Sarr. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Sarr's got his first 2 points of the night.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Black passes to Batadze. Suggs outside. Here's Black, pounded by Ball. And they pick up 2. Black's gotten 4 this quarter.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Everyone's watching. Let's see what you got. No thanks.
Franz Wagner checked in for Wagner, and Anthony subbed in for Black. Batum is checked in for Charlotte. Bridges comes in for Rozier. Williams finds Miller. And he lobs it up, and Williams punches it home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Batum. The Magic making their last shot. The kick out to Ball. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. And a change for the Hornets. Smith, he's checked in for LaMelo Ball. The Magic have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Anthony. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Anthony's got his second bucket on the night.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Pass to Williams. Williams, a screen on Wagner. Back to Williams. Five to shoot. Fades and shoots. Orlando grabs the miss.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Charlotte trailing. We've got 1:13 left in the second.
Big time denial that time by Wagner. Boy, he put some plaster on that one.
Back to Wagner. Pass to Batase. Shoots over Bridges. And Batase gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 3. The Hornets shooting just under 40% from the field. Back to Smith. Bridges outside. Jacks up a 3. And he misses. Only 2 for 6. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Now here's Smith. No points yet. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Smith.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Now Anthony. Just 3 on the clock. And he lays it in. Anthony's got 6.
Put the defender in the spin cycle. That's an underused move in his arsenal.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me? Or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Hornets.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Magic leading by 6. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. It's Suggs and Anthony at the 1 and the 2. And it's Bataze in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Deep range, LaMelo. What focus.
Well, I love the feel ball has when he should pull up or pass or whatever decision he has to make. His pace is outstanding.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Now here's Ball. He's got 7. No good with the triple. Anthony outside. Wagner outside. Here's Anthony. He's got 6.
And Anthony has no off switch, which I like. He's adept at attacking defenses and drawing fouls.
Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Anthony taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
You got to respect Cole Anthony's workmanlike approach to the game. He's out there to do his job and get results and not focused on putting on a big show.
And Anthony drops them both. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Now here's Suggs. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. Miller against Banchero. Up top, Miller. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Miller. Bridges has got 9.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
Now here's Banchero. He's got 9. Just 5 on the clock. Batum with the defensive effort.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, LaMelo relishes every chance he gets to drop a dime like that.
Magic leading by 4. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to review the game plan. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Always a plus to have forwards who can dish it. A look at the top assist numbers for small forwards. Franz Wagner is second.
They're smart, athletic players who move the ball well in any situation, transition, the half-court set. You can count on them to just make good decisions.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
Now here's Banchero. 9 points in the game. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Batum with the defensive effort.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Ball finds Bridges. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you like how they're taking care of the ball. Minus a few mistakes here and there, they're just so difficult to disrupt offensively.
And with the perimeter game, it's one thing to hoist up a bunch of threes. It's quite another to sink them at a high clip. Some terrific shooters on this team. Black's checked in for Orlando. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Sarge checked in for Batum. Banchero surveys. Back to Suggs. And he lays it up and in. Suggs has got 12 points in the game.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Bridges outside. Inside, here's Sarr. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got his 4th rebound in this one. Robbed. Williams with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Jumps up. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, gotta go back to the steal that started the break. Alex Sarr, just great instincts. I'll tell you, this kid's got a high ceiling.
Here's Black. Here's Suggs. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller's got 4 rebounds now. There's Ball with a 3. It's rebounded by Batadze. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They lead by 4. On the wing, Suggs. Guarded by Miller. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Brandon Miller.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times. Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
I like a lot of things about Suggs. His toughness and physicality, though, kind of stand out, especially at both ends of the floor. And I think he just continues to grow as a player.
Good on the second one.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
Pass to Williams. Here's Sarr, guarded by Banchero. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 5 rebounds in the game. Black passes to Suggs. Wagner with it. Not going to go as it bounces high off the rim. Hornets trail by 5. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Hey, the mid-range can be touch and go for ball, but he takes a nice, smooth shot that time.
Now here's Wagner. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And so Jamahl Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Richards is checked in for Charlotte. Rozier comes in for Ball. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Here's Sarr. Pass to Rozier. It's rebounded by Wagner. Magic leading by 3. Now here's Suggs. Richards pulls it in. The Hornets have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. And here's Rozier. No good on the shot.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Black. Pass to Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. The shot no good. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And Rozier, here we go. And he recovers it. Tries again. Orlando with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Going inside. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up.
Alexander Sarr.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Ingles, he's checked in for Suggs. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Thomas comes in for Miller.
No denying the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Rozier with it. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Tries to break his ice. Misses at the rim. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for the Hornets. Ball and Rozier, they man the backcourt. P.J. Washington out there with Sarr. And it's Richards in at the 5. There's Ball with a 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got his 5th rebound of this one. Here's Black. Wagner with a screen on Ball. Pass to Wagner. And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And Carroll passes to Wagner. Here's Black. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collier, hounded by Rozier.
Good job by Rozier to get in position to challenge that shot there.
And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Drives to the hoop. Rebound by the Magic. Pass to Black. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. And there's the lob. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
And here's Rozier. Ball outside. Here's Richards. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Magic leading by 6. Pass to Collier. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Buries it from 3. Collier's got his first 3 points of the game.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Here's Ball. Can't hit that one. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Collier. Here's the 3. Washington grabs the miss. Ball right side. Launches it. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. To the middle. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Hornets trail by 8. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. Rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Attention Magic fans. Coming onto the hardwood now, it's your 3-2-1 height. Let him hear it. Attention fans free t-shirts. Let me hear you get loud, Magic fans.
So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Richards. Batum comes in for Sarr. Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. And Miller subbed in for Rozier. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. There's Ball with a three. Charlotte again missing.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Hornets trail by 8. Miller on the wing. He's covered by Suggs. Miller finds Ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. Ball's got 6 here in the quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Suggs outside. Pass to Banchero. Banchero unfazed by the contact.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Suggs against Ball. Miller on the wing. Batum sets a screen. From the low block. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
No need to worry, folks. Miller's saying, I got this.
Orlando leading by 5. Pass to Batase. Wagner outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
First one falls for him.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Ball against Suggs. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Anthony. A minute 53 left to play in the fourth. And there's a 3-second violation. Hornets trail by 5. Ball outside. Crafty move. And he takes it up and lays it in. Ball's got 8 points in the quarter.
I do not know if there's a more competent family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball, and it matters most.
Now here's Anthony. Oh, that was something else, man. Wow.
Showing some power.
Just like his dad, Cole Anthony, coming through when the game is tight.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter here. Up top ball. He's covered by Suggs. Rebounded by Suggs. Orlando leading by 5. Wagner, the pass to Anthony. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Miller finds ball. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big time.
Anthony, and a nice finish on the layup.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They're losing by 7.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Let's see those moves. Nice try. It's all good. Everybody get down. Let's hear it for all the dancers.
.44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Batum. Now ball. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he would like. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Miller comes with a double. Pass to Wagner. Here's Batase. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 8.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic